The following operator training video on the Hobart Combi is a supplement to the instruction manual that came with your oven. If you have any questions concerning operation, please consult your manual. The Hobart Combi is a single compartment oven that provides convection, steam, and combi cooking modes. The Hobart Combi ovens are sized 6, 10, or 20 levels high, at both full and half depth. All models include a digital programmable control. On 6 or 10 level ovens, the accessory landing table can load or unload the insert in one motion when the oven is mounted on the correct stand. The 20 level ovens are installed with legs and come with a trolley to allow loading or unloading all racks in one motion. Warning: the oven and its parts are hot. Use care when operating, cleaning, or servicing the oven. The cooking compartment contains live steam. Stay clear when opening the door. To open the door, turn the handle to the horizontal position. Allow a few seconds for steam to escape before pulling the door open. To close the door, position the handle in the horizontal position and push the door closed. Rotate the handle to the vertical position to secure the door. Note: the oven is equipped with a feature that shuts off power to the oven cavity when the door is open. The oven will resume cooking once the door is closed. Place the product to be cooked in suitable containers. Open the door and slide into the rack guides, or place the containers securely on racks in the oven. To unload the Combi oven, open the door partially to allow hot air and steam to escape. Remove the product from the rack guides. Close the door. There are 3 modes of cooking available with the Combi oven. Convection mode involves baking, browning, roasting, etc. Hot air is circulated to maintain even temperatures throughout the oven. The water injection button can be pressed when humidity is needed in the convection mode. Steam mode cooks with the fan-assisted steam, ideal for steaming fish, shellfish, rice, vegetables, and meats. Steam flows without pressure into the oven. The fan circulates the steam to all parts of the oven. Steam is odorless, colorless, tasteless, and invisible. It is water in the gas state. Steam is so effective because of its high efficiency as a heat transfer medium. Steam is created using small amounts of water near the heating element. The fan circulates the water droplets onto the hot surfaces, creating steam. The after effect of steam is not visible until it turns to vapor when exiting the oven or when condensation occurs. Combi mode is essentially heat with humidity. This mode cooks with the addition of steam or fresh air in order to maintain humidity levels, which can be set from 0 to 100% at any set temperature. Ideal for meat, poultry, rethermalization, plated banqueting, and other cooking. The control panel has a screen that displays to the user the functions in progress. All features are displayed on the screen and adjusted by using the buttons on the control panel. Refer to your manual for a complete description of icons. The machine contains an internal clock, which can be set using the directions in the operator manual. To begin cooking, turn the oven on and select desired cooking mode. For example, press the convection button to select convection mode. To change the oven temperature, press the line selection button next to the temperature icon and adjust with the plus/minus buttons. To set the timer, press the selection line button next to the timer icon. The icon will be highlighted to indicate that it has been selected, and the hand icon will be shown. Note: the hand icon indicates the time is in continuous mode and no timer is set. Use the plus and minus buttons to adjust the timer. If a button is not pressed, the timer icon will change contrast and the white border will disappear. Press the selection line button next to the vent position icon. The icon will toggle between the open and close position. To set the fan speed, press the selection line button next to the fan speed icon. The icon will be highlighted to indicate that it has been selected. Use the plus-minus buttons to adjust the fan speed. After adjusting the controls, load the oven and press the Start-Stop button. Additional settings are available. For example, if called for in the recipe, press the water injector button to add a short blast of steam to the cavity. To preheat, press and hold the Start-Stop button for 3 seconds. The buzzer will sound, and the oven will automatically preheat to the set cooking temperature. The timer, if set, will not count down. When the set temperature is reached, the buzzer will sound again to indicate the oven is ready to be loaded. The delayed preheat timer can be selected to preheat the oven at a set time. Press the selection line button next to the delayed timer icon. The actual time will be displayed, and the hour portion of the preheat time chosen will be highlighted. Use the plus-minus buttons to adjust time. Press the Enter button. Then press the Start-Stop button to activate the delayed preheat. The machine also has fast cool down. This feature is used to cool down the oven quickly. It may be necessary to do this when changing from a high-temperature operation to one that requires lower temperatures. It is possible to cook with a temperature probe. The probe temperature defines the final temperature of the product for any cooking phase. The oven cooking cycle stops when the product temperature reaches the probe temperature setting. Total cooking time is not known or entered when using the probe. To use the product temperature probe, insert the pointed end of the core probe into the product so that the tip is approximately in the middle of the product to be cooked. Load the product into the oven. Run the probe cable out the side of the door opening and close the door. Connect the temperature probe to the connector below the control panel. There are 2 ways to control the oven temperature when using the probe. By setting the oven temperature using the constant value setting. The oven maintains the set temperature throughout the cook cycle and ends when the product reaches the probe temperature setting. Press and hold the selection line button next to the timer icon. The icon will change to the core probe icon and display the set core probe temperature. Use the plus-minus buttons to adjust the core probe set temperature. Set all other cooking mode settings and press the Start-Stop button. By setting the probe using delta T, the oven temperature gradually increases as the internal temperature of the product increases, always maintaining the oven at a set number of degrees warmer than the product. Delta T can provide a slow cooking process that allows the product to reach the required internal temperature with maximum yield. To set delta T, press and hold the selection line button next to the temperature icon. The icon will change to the delta T icon and display the set temperature difference between the oven cavity and the core probe. Use the plus and minus buttons to adjust the delta T set point temperature. The Hobart Combi oven makes it possible to link up to 10 cooking phases at one time. Select the cooking mode, cooking temperature, and time. Notice that the cooking phase will indicate 1 of 1. Press the top selection line button to add a phase. The cooking phase will indicate the next phase. Repeat these steps for each phase. Note, press the top selection line button to review the cooking phases. Load the product, close the door, and press the Start-Stop button to begin cooking phases. To erase a cooking phase, press the top selection line button until the phase to be erased is displayed. Press and hold the top selection line button. The buzzer will sound, and the phase will be erased. Note, once a phase is erased, the remaining phases automatically renumber. To cook in steam mode, press the steam button, set your cooking parameters, and press Start. The oven will default to 212 degrees and cook with steam. To select Combi Mode, press the convection button and steam buttons. In Combi Mode, you can set the humidity level. Press the selection line button next to the humidity icon. The previous level will be shown. Use the plus/minus buttons to adjust the humidity. It is possible to write and store up to 100 cooking programs with a maximum of 10 phases each. Press the Program button to select the program mode. The button will illuminate to indicate it has been selected and will display Recipe 00. Use the plus/minus buttons to select the program number that will identify this program. To create a new recipe program, input all cooking phases. The program number will blink to indicate that it has not been stored. To name a program, press and hold the Program button. The display will change and show the available characters that can be used to name the program. Use the plus and minus buttons to place the flashing cursor over the character to be used. Press the Enter button to add the character to the name. The characters will be added to the right of the program number on the display screen. Note, use the top selection line button next to the arrow icon to erase a character or to backspace. After the program has been named, press and hold the Enter button to store the name with the program number. The buzzer will sound and the program number will stop blinking to indicate that the program has been stored. Note, a program may also be saved after a cooking cycle has been run. Press the Program button. Use the plus/minus buttons to navigate to a number to store the program, and press the Enter button to recall the last cooking cycle. Use the same steps described earlier to name the program. To modify a cooking program, press the Program button to select the program mode. The button will illuminate to indicate it has been selected. Use the plus/minus buttons to select the program to be modified. Modify the desired cooking phases. The program number will blink to indicate that it has not been stored. A modified program can be run before storing. After the program has run, it can then be stored. It is not possible to insert a phase into a program. Press and hold the Enter button. The buzzer will sound, and the program number will stop blinking to indicate that the program has been stored. During phase cooking, current time may be checked by pressing the line icon button. Note, the total cooking time for all phases will be displayed unless one of the phases uses the core probe or continuous time mode. To erase a cooking program, press the Program button to select the program mode. Use the plus/minus buttons to select the program to be erased. Press and hold the Enter button. The buzzer will sound and the program will be erased. To use a cooking program, press the Program button to select the program mode. Use the plus/minus buttons to select the program number to be used. The screen will display the first phase of the program. Press the Start/Stop button to start the program. The total time remaining will be displayed, and the buzzer will sound for 1 second at the completion of each phase. Note, the oven is also equipped to use an optional recording and data transfer system to facilitate fast, easy, and accurate data management to and from the Combi. Contact your local Hobart representative for more information. To shut down the oven, press the On/Off button. The display screen will show the cleaning and shutdown icons. Press the selection line button next to the icon to be performed. Warning, the oven and its parts are hot. Always allow the oven to cool before cleaning. For daily cleaning of the Hobart Combi oven, remove any large pieces of food that may be in the oven cavity before starting a cleaning cycle. The Hobart Combi oven also has an automatic clean cycle. Before using the auto clean cycle, make sure that the detergent pump tube is inserted correctly into the detergent container and that enough detergent is available. Press the selection line button next to the auto clean cycle icon. Use the plus/minus buttons to select the clean cycle time and amount of detergent to be used. The time and detergent values are preset. Select the preset value depending on the level of cleaning needed. Press the Start/Stop button to begin the clean cycle. The oven will cool down to an internal temperature of 211 before rinse is activated. Occasionally, moisture may become trapped between the inner and outer doors. Simply pull the doors apart. Wipe the surfaces with a clean cloth and push together to reseal. Clean the door gasket with a soft, clean, damp cloth after every cleaning cycle. This will ensure a long life for the gasket. Do not use cleaners containing grit, abrasive materials, bleach, harsh chemicals, or chlorinated cleaners. Do not use steel wool on stainless steel surfaces. Be cautious with new or improved cleaning formulas. Use only after being well tested in an inconspicuous place. The quick rinse cycle may be used for a quick rinse between product uses. The quick rinse cycle is an automatic cycle that does not use detergent. Press the selection line button next to the auto clean icon. Use the minus button to select zero detergent to be used. Press and hold the minus button until R is displayed. Press the Start/Stop button to begin the quick rinse cycle. Deliming the cavity should be done on a regular basis. The frequency depends on the oven use, quality of the local water supply, and what type of water treatment system is used. Even with the use of a water treatment system, periodic deliming of the oven cavity is still required. If line scale buildup becomes visibly noticeable, then the oven cavity deliming should be performed. Deliming should only be performed on a cool oven after a clean cycle has occurred. All components inside the oven cavity, such as the heating elements, racks, rack guides, and interior glass, can be sprayed with white vinegar or a deliming product. Spray the entire oven cavity with white vinegar and let it stand for 15 minutes. Close the oven door. Rinse the oven cavity using the automatic clean cycle and set the cycle to 0. Note, when using a deliming product, follow the directions on the label. Warning, disconnect electrical power supply and follow lockout-tagout procedures. The fluorescent lamp in the display panel contains a small amount of mercury. Please dispose of according to local, state, or federal laws. The Combi oven default settings can be customized to fit your own personal needs using the service parameter setup. Contact your local Hobart service office for any adjustments needed on this equipment. The microprocessor of the oven constantly checks the proper functioning of the machine and indicates any problems with a number inside a symbol located in place of the fan speed. See the fault symbols chart located in the operator manual for more information. This concludes the operator training for the Hobart Combi oven. Contact your local Hobart office for any repairs or adjustments needed on this equipment.